Hi everyone, so I'm back again today with another chatty video, and in today's video we're talking brushes. In particular, eye makeup brushes. It's something that's been cropping up a lot recently on my channel, and I just decided then to do like a beginner's brush guide. And I'm starting with the eyes because I think it's the one thing that people want to know most about. There's so many different brushes on the market nowadays in all shapes and sizes, and it can be hard to know where to start. So what I've done is I've went through my collection, picked out 5 eye makeup brushes that I think will allow you to create any sort of makeup look, and then as you become more experienced you can go from there and pick up more brushes as you see fit. If you can't pick up all 5 brushes, don't worry. Also, you don't need to pick up these exact brands, just pick up a style of brush, from a brush company that's available to you. But yeah, so I've actually done a makeup look using just one brush, a fluffy blending brush. I've done another using just a flat shader brush, and I've even a tutorial on how to create an eye makeup look with no brushes. So yeah, just do what works for you and pick up the brushes over time if you need to. So because I'm doing a demo as well, I'm going to start in the order in which I think most people would apply their eyeshadow. So the first brush that I have here is a flat C-shaped brush. This particular one is from e.l.f. Cosmetics, so very affordable. I got this in a set years and years ago, but I'm almost certain that they do it, as an individual brush on their site. And it's maybe around £2 to £3, very, very cheap. For me now, I just find this brush is fantastic for packing colour onto the lid due to its shape. It fits nicely into the lid area, it curves with the eye really nicely, it picks up product really well, I don't have an issue with fallout, and yeah, it just provides a fantastic colour payoff. It's one that I couldn't be without. So the next brush I have here is arguably the most important brush out of the lot. It is a fluffy blending brush. So once you've applied your lid colour with your flat C-shaped brush, you're going to want to soften those edges. Or you may want to add an additional colour into the crease in the form of a transition shade. The brush that I have here is the Sedona Lace EB09 Universal Blending Brush, and out of all of my fluffy blending brushes, this one's my favourite. So blending brushes come in lots of different shapes and sizes and serve different purposes. In my opinion, this is the most basic one. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's not too dense, it's not too fluffy. It's just perfect. It's a brilliant one to start out with. I find that it adds colour into the crease really nicely, and it also blends the edges with ease. Because of its size, I can add a couple of different colours into the crease with this brush. As you can see, I've started out with my transition shade, I've added that into the crease and blended it out, and now I'm using a darker shade in the crease and blending that up. As the name suggests, this brush is kind of an all-rounder. I've used it today to add and blend colour in the crease, but previously I've used the side of the brush to apply eyeshadow onto the lid. It's just a great little brush, it's an all-rounder, it performs so well, and it's really affordable too. Next up, I've got a pencil brush. This one here is from Sigma, and it is the Sigma E30 pencil brush. This little brush is fantastic. I get so much use out of pencil brushes. They're great for so many different reasons. I've said it before, but the smaller the brush, the more dense the brush, the more intense the application. So if I took a fluffy blending brush and a pencil brush, use them to apply the same eyeshadow, after just one application, the colour payoff will be more intense with the smaller brush. And for that reason, I use this brush for detail work. So whether that be adding some depth to the look by patting the brush down on the outer portion of my eye, or due to its bullet shape, it's great for applying eyeshadow down along the lower lash line. It's also useful for smudging out eyeliner along the upper lash line to give that really kind of sultry, smoky feel. And if you want to use this to add a pop of colour or, a bit of shimmer around the tear duct, it fits nicely into that area and just works really well for that purpose as well. So it's a great multi-purpose little brush. Next up, I've got an angled brush. Again, this is another brush that I get so much use out of, and it comes in different sizes. So just for instance, here are 2 that I love. They're both from Sedona Lace, and I just love their brushes because they're really affordable and they're really high quality. I've had any of the Sedona Lace brushes in my collection I've had for about 6 years or so, and they're still going strong. But yeah, so these two are from Sedona Lace. One is smaller than the other, evidently. I use the smaller one for applying product into my brows, and the larger one I use solely for applying product to the eye area. So I'll start out by applying some black eyeshadow onto the larger angled brush. I'll press it into the lashes, and this will just help the lashes to appear a bit thicker, a bit fuller. I'll also use it to help kind of conceal the band of the lashes if I apply false ones. I'll use it for gel eyeliner if I decide to wear gel opposed to liquid. And also I like to use it for pressing product onto my waterline. So if I apply a pencil liner to my waterline, I go back in with some eyeshadow on this brush, press it along the waterline. I just find that it helps to set that product in place, make sure it doesn't move or smudge or budge or any of that sort of thing. And yeah, it's just another brush that I think comes in handy. Now at this point, I really do think you can apply a flawless makeup look using just the 4 brushes that I showed you previously. But I wanted to add a 5th, and I was kind of torn between adding in another blending brush, like a different shaped fluffy blending brush. But I finally decided on this brush here. It is the Sigma E20 short shader brush, and as you can see, it's similar in appearance to the C-shaped brush that I showed you first. But as the name suggests, it's shorter and the bristles are more densely packed, and due to this you've got a lot more control when it comes to this brush. Its primary purpose is for packing and smudging eyeshadow around the eye area, but I actually like it for applying my brow bone highlight. I pack on the eyeshadow underneath the brow bone, so I'll get an intense colour payoff, but then I can also use it like a rubber to pull back down my crease colour if I blended it up too high. And that's why I've included it, because a lot of beginners find blending the eyeshadow very hard, but I just find this brush, you can sweep it down long to soften out the eyeshadow if you blended it up too high. But yeah, so those are my picks. I hope you found the video helpful. Tune back in early next week for another one, but this time I'll be doing the face. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and like and subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll catch you all again soon.